This podcast is brought to you by Choose and Snooze Boarding and Kennel. For all your pet care and services, follow them on Facebook. Choose and Snooze Boarding Kennel.
This podcast is brought to you by Seafood to the North, bringing fresh, quality seafood to the people in the North at great prices and customer service with a smile. Please visit us at our website, www.seafoodtothenorth.com, or join our Facebook group, Seafood to the North.
Welcome to the Rule G Podcast. I'm your host, Mickey, and I have my co-host, LPR.
Yo.
What does LPR stand for?
Loves penetrating rear ends.
Oh, that's harsh. Men and women, or
Why? Mostly women. All women.
all women?
Not some. All.
Do you have a sex story for that later?
Oh, yeah, I can get you one about rear ends. Yeah, I got you.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
So what you been up to?
Well, work and
Renovations?
goddamn renos. I gotta call that electrician. I forget all the time. I was supposed to come
Really?
last week.
Yeah, I know. Your daughter told me earlier.
Yeah, did she?
You're like, I gotta call the electrician. She's like, you said that about a bunch of times already in the last week.
Do it now. You keep saying it. God damn it. She always, I say something and she's always right there, like poking my.
Imagine when she's older, how much she's gonna be.
She's quick on the draw too. I was just like, not good for me.
Not good.
No.
Especially that you're probably going like downhill when
I'm
it comes
going
to,
downhill.
when
She's going up. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's gonna be quick with that shit.
Yeah.
She's gonna have a mouth
Holy shit.
like her mom, not like me.
No, I'm sure. Fuck, we worked together this week.
Yeah, what are the odds?
Yeah, well,
Good.
decent odds.
Decent, I
mean,
guess. We work the same place, so
Yeah,
I guess.
there's a big chance that we might work together, but no, wasn't too bad. Made it easy on me.
I did. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you
No,
had
it
a
was
trainee, so I mean, I didn't have to do much. I had to, because of COVID regulations, I had to go sit in the second unit.
There
so
you go.
Made it a little bit easier.
Well, work.
Don't want to catch COVID, right?
No COVID. You
Like-
know,
like Ted Nugent.
yeah, I was gonna say, you know, caught it. I just saw that.
Fucking
Ted Nugent. He was super, like, it doesn't exist. All
Yeah.
that shit, right? Super extra Republican guy, you know?
Well, that doesn't make him a Republican for
but
fucking
he
refusing
likes
to believe
guns, and he's got that, you know,
because he likes
mentality.
guns, he doesn't believe in the
Oh,
COVID.
Jesus. Why are you putting shit in my mouth?
Well, that's what you're saying.
But anyway, he was a firm believer against it.
Yeah, well, he didn't believe in it and
No.
shit.
But now he posted a video, and they were like, no, don't say you got COVID. He's like, no.
I don't mind
no.
fucking talking about it.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, no, I got COVID. And he feels like shit. He said it's horrible. Down for 10 days.
And what is he, 73 years old or something like
He's
that?
older. Ted Nugent's older. 72?
73, I said.
Yeah, 73. Okay. Anyway, so he was posting the video, and he's saying, no, it's true. But the biggest thing was, well, now we know you got COVID, so it's good news. He's like, what's...
So yeah,
What's
like,
the difference?
we watched the video, right? And he was saying, he's like, he asked the doctor, he's like, so knowing that I have COVID, what can you do? They're like, nothing. So he's like, well, I mean, so if I didn't have COVID and I tested negative, you would have done the same thing.
What's the difference?
And they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, you just
nothing.
go home and quarantine, and if you don't get it, it's like, so he's like, so why the fuck are
Why?
we testing?
Yeah.
Why the fuck are we testing
What's
if
the
there's
difference
nothing
now?
you can do about
No.
it?
Exactly. Now he's super. That's all his post was just that shit.
Yeah.
I got that Chinese shit. That's what he said.
It's not even the coronavirus
No.
or the COVID-19.
He's got
He's
that
like, I got the Chinese virus.
But that was his big video. That's what most.
But
it was
he's right
about.
though. Like, why the fuck are we testing if like there's nothing you can do about it?
It changes
Send me
nothing.
home.
You're like, wow.
Just stay home if you're sick.
Stay home
Don't
if you're sick. That's it. That's the
Pretty much.
moral of the story.
Pretty much like you did before COVID existed. If you're sick, you try to stay home.
Oh.
Well, that's what I used to do. I mean,
Yeah, usually that's what you're supposed to do. You're sick, you stay home, you know?
so anyways,
Yeah, that was a big deal, but
So that thing we were talking last week about CP bidding on that, it wasn't a bid. It was they were saying in that article that
we thought it was sold.
Yeah, like a KCS or something. Was
Kansas City Railway. KCS. It's called KCS though for a reason.
Yeah, but anyways, the railway that goes from I guess, is it from Canada to Mexico, or is it like just border of the
It's
US,
gotta be
Canada?
because it says CP. Does CP have any lines that goes in the States?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. But I mean, the big thing about that is that article pretty much said something about it being sold, but it seems like now the story has changed and it was a bid that they put in.
Well, it's not entirely sold. Apparently, you're like, what?
CN would have made a bid on it as well, which is a lot more money and a lot more for the employees that are already there and stuff. So curious to see where that's gonna head.
Yeah, because CP offered. We thought it was sold, but it says that they offered $29 billion. Billions.
Every time there's a billion in our podcast, we do that fucking
billions. It's in that
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers.
He's like, I want $1 million, and then the guy's like, well, $1 million is not that much anymore because he comes from the past. You remember?
Yeah, I remember.
$1 billion.
Billion. And then they just laugh. It's a fucking $1 trillion gazillion dollars. But yeah, so he was they $29 billion CP offered, and now
and stocks and stuff like that.
Stocks and share a certain amount per share they would give back, and CN comes back around and they wait last minute or for whatever, and then here's an extra $4 billion.
Like 30. What would it be? 33.
33.7.
And then I think a little bit more when it comes to stocks and shares and stuff like that.
Everything more, right? So they're like,
they're like
face CP.
So you have CP that's there about to like give it to the fucking new business, giving them, and then you got CN that takes their big cock and puts it on the table.
That's exactly. It's like, oh, you think that's big, huh? Eat that.
CN's just cucking CP.
Cock block. Literally. That's a cock block.
No, it's cucking. They're making him watch.
He's what do you call that? The guys that get thrown around by the girlfriends for whatever. Sis? What do you call it?
I guess you got the
called?
Sissy, I guess, or
No,
whatever.
not a sissy.
No, but a cuck.
Yeah, a cock.
That's what I mean. Like they make them sit and they watch their wife getting fucked by somebody else.
Yeah. No, but I was thinking about some guys are like getting run by the girlfriends. There's a word for that, and they do things with the girlfriend to be nice, and they're always like, "Oh, you're such a whatever that word." Don't remember that word?
No.
Fuck, I'll have to find it.
Sissy. Simp. Oh, those simps.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. But I mean, they don't usually.
No, it's not about the cuck thing. No,
they don't get much out of it.
Well, neither do cucks, but I mean.
Yeah, but at least they're there. They can like
watch.
Watch.
Yeah, they can watch the performance at least. There. Yeah.
And usually, like they agree to it being.
Yeah, it's mutual. There's consent there.
So maybe there wasn't consent between CN and CP. And
I don't think there was. I don't think there was.
They tied him up in the corner and made him watch.
You like that? Oh. No, please stop.
CP's crying. We'll see where it goes, though.
Yeah.
Maybe
stop it. They're already dead.
Maybe Kansas City likes them small. Who knows?
Oh. We'll see. Maybe they'll take it from the rear end.
Maybe they'll split it in two and have a threesome.
Oh.
Oh, fuck, we're stupid.
Hey, that's how it is. But we'll see what happens with this. I don't know if that's just the another just.
You'll be making more
bid.
money, man.
Yeah. Kansas City. I don't know how far it goes, huh?
Well, wasn't it into Mexico?
It went straight to Mexico. That was the thing. That was a big thing. Why they were like, trying to buy it at first, huh?
They're like, we are going to be the first line that goes to Mexico and to Canada. And CN's like, nah, you're not.
No, you're not. You wish you did, but nah. Not this time. Hey, what else we got anyway?
Heard Putin wants the world to listen to him tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
not the meal. The
not the Quebec. Not the Quebec puts in.
Prime Minister of
Not the Quebec
Russia.
puts in.
Not the dictator, but the Prime Minister
Is
of
it Prime
Russia.
Minister or President?
Maybe it's
Ukraine?
President. Yeah. Oh, I think it is President. They have
I think it's President
or
Putin.
whatever. It's not a dictator.
It's not a dictator.
And everybody that doesn't see me right now, I'm doing the quotations with my finger.
Dictator. It's just like the same as Borat. That one. The dictator.
Yeah, I don't know. So, did we talk about that?
I think we might have.
With the Elon Musk thing? With the dictator?
Yeah, that's right.
Did I bring it up?
Elon Musk is still the most interesting man thing on this planet.
I think I might have brought it up, but in the dictator, there's that scene with the fucking rockets where he's like, we should make them pointier.
Point to your rockets.
And then, so when Elon Musk did his rockets for SpaceX, he offered to make them pointier because of that scene in the dictator. It's a true story, man.
Yeah.
He talks about it on the Joe Rogan
He's
podcast.
got funky ideas, even though he's probably the smartest guy ever.
Joe Rogan actually asked him, he's like, so is that like better? He's like, no, probably worse, but I don't care.
I wanted it to happen.
I wanted them pointier.
I was reading something about Elon Musk again. When are they supposed to ship out to Mars?
I don't know.
Like SpaceX and all that shit, right?
They're still just doing tests for now, but
I heard somebody I know bought one of those packages for the internet there. I don't know if it's in service right now or not.
I think it's beta, so some people can get it, but some others can't. But yeah, they're testing it out.
He moved his industry from California to Texas or something.
Did he?
Like that. That's what I heard.
I know Joe Rogan did, but I don't know if Elon Musk did yet.
Joe Rogan did too? Why is all the rich people getting out of California?
Because it's fucking run by the Democrats. It is true, though.
Is the Elon Musk against Democrats?
Democrats are very regulatory. You know, they add regulations to everything.
Yeah.
And this COVID shit, they went into lockdowns and shit. So even fucking Hollywood, their movies were being made like in Atlanta and shit like that because California weren't letting people work.
Really? Yeah, they were super against a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, so whatever. A lot of people, even.
Well, it says SpaceX has over 100 temporary and full-time job openings located in Brownsville, Texas. SpaceX, Elon Musk has extended an open invitation to his followers and everyone else interested in moving to Texas and coming to work for the aerospace company.
Fuck, I wonder what you need to go work for him because he didn't finish college. So I wonder if like a college degree is something you need to work for him.
No way.
Like, I wonder if you're like,
I don't think so.
I know how to put a screw on. Can I come?
It's got to be some pretty smart people to go. Even like not. For him, it's like he didn't go to college because he was too busy learning shit. Like, that's what it seems like.
What did we see that
Ted Nugent, that's exactly what he said. And I was like, that's Elon Musk.
I didn't go to college.
I didn't go to college.
Because I was too busy to learning shit.
That's what he said, yeah. And he's got that voice, too. It's pretty cool. But, so he's moved a whole bunch of shit to Texas. That'd be a kick-ass job. No matter what, to work for that guy.
Janitor.
I work as janitor just because I'm close to him.
You're like, I'll go scrub your toilet, Mr. Musk. You want a test on a human? Take me.
Hands up, bitch. I'll do it. We're inserting rockets in your rectum. Yeah, well.
I love it in the rear end.
I'm a rear end kind of guy.
Do you want lube or no lube?
Hopefully lube. Courtesy spit at the very least, right?
Just Elon Musk behind you. Courtesy spitting.
Courtesy spit. You ready for this? Thank you, sir.
How much am I getting paid for this?
Minimum wage.
Fuck.
Anyway.
How stupid are we today?
Are we tired? Like, what's going on here? Holy smokes.
We didn't even make it fucking 10 minutes in our podcast and we were all talking about fucking crazy
Elon Musk.
shit. Putting
Courtesy
something up your
spit up my ass. Yeah, that's a bit much, I think, yeah. Let's go back to real news for a
So
bit.
what did Putin say?
Poutine. You know why they call it poutine? I already tell you that one?
No.
Why they call it poutine? You know
Why?
why? Because you put in the fries, you put in the cheese, and then you put in the gravy. That's why.
I heard
That's a dad joke. That's it.
that was pretty.
Sorry.
You know what a difference between the dad joke and a sheet of paper?
Wow.
They're both terrible.
They are, but I still like them. He said that he's making a big announcement Wednesday.
Yeah.
And the world's gonna listen to him.
Oh shit!
Like he's just like, listen. He's been moving troops on the Ukraine border again. Yeah, so he's gonna stir shit up this week.
You think we're going into war soon?
I don't know, but everybody's on edge over there for sure in Europe.
Like gonna bring back the Soviet Union.
Yeah, exactly. Belarus and all these countries around there. Belarus.
I like the
Belarus. It's a nice, pretty Russian.
It's weird, how like Russian chicks, it's like either they're very, very hot or very, very ugly. There's not an in between. I don't know if you've ever realized that.
On crack or not on crack?
Yeah, pretty much. But you know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, the hot blondes from your Russia, like that's always the ones you see there.
Yeah. And then you got like the others that live in those factory cities that
just tough, the freaking Russian ladies there.
Yeah. Wasn't it like in Dodgeball there when they have that Russian chick there that
unibrow? Yeah, that's right. What was her name? Did she have a weird name?
Yeah, she did.
She had a weird name. I remember the one from Austin Powers. It was like Ivana Humpalat.
Oh yeah,
right. It was something like that. I remember that.
For fuck's sakes. Did you see? Who's your phone company?
Bell.
You're lucky because people that have Rogers didn't have a phone working for the last
they were crying
couple
this
days.
Week. Yeah, they were crying this week, man. 2 full days, I think they were.
Some software error disconnected a bunch of people from.
So one of the IT guys like, what's this file? That's useless.
Software error wasn't a person. I hope not. Unless his name is software.
You never know. So I was like, this file's useless. Click. And then, nobody's got service at all.
Oh, fuck.
I think they're gonna lose customers big time.
Nah, they're gonna give customers a bunch of shit.
They said they didn't want to give too much.
They will. Rogers is better than Bell, to be honest. Like, I remember I was with Rogers for a while, and at least I had, like, center ice package with my phone. I had little things like that they give you extra, and you have fucking extended coverage with Rogers. Bell doesn't have extended coverage.
What's extended coverage?
So, Rogers uses Bell towers.
Oh, okay, that's why, and Bell doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why
Bell's
I never picked up the other towers.
So that's what sucks. It's like, so Rogers decided to pay Bell to use their towers for extended coverage. So Bell rather just make their money off of Rogers instead of like being like, well, we'll share, use our towers, we'll use yours. They're like, nah, we're not gonna use yours. Pay us. Like, come on, dude. They should have just shared.
Of course, why not? Like, that's the only 2 rival companies there is, really.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of other companies that are underneath them, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That, like, I think TELUS uses the Bell towers and stuff like that, where, like, they're not as big, but they still have their own thing, but they don't have their own towers. Usually, I think the 2 main companies for towers are Bell and Rogers. So that's for Canada. In the States, I think you got, like, Virgin Mobile and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're a bit more. Oh, there's so many up there.
Yeah.
America.
Soon you're just gonna have a cell phone service with fucking Elon Musk or something.
Oh yeah. Everything just with that shit.
It'd be nice to have fucking service everywhere, man.
I think it's gonna happen eventually.
I mean, a lot of people already have service pretty much everywhere they go. I mean, like, people in the city and shit.
Yeah.
But even in the cities, when you're right downtown, those buildings cut the signal like crazy too, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Even the city folk lose service?
Yeah.
City folk.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's give me a second here before we move on. I don't know if you want to talk to the people.
The people.
The people.
Our
the
people.
rural G people. Listen to us. We are your rulers.
Yeah, I wonder. You think they'd say that? Yeah. I don't think they'd be followers. They'd be leaders.
What?
They'd be leaders instead of followers.
The people listening to us?
Yeah.
We'd be following them, is
Yeah,
what you're
that's
saying?
probably what would happen.
You're that much of a cuck?
God damn, we're back on this thing. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, Mick. Yeah, I was, you know what, though? I think I'm getting too comfortable with my wife now. I've been with her for, like, quite a while, and I was, like, having issues in a sensitive area.
The thing I was looking at?
Yeah.
Derek Chauvin guilty of murder, manslaughter, and death of George Floyd. Found
Murder
guilty
as
in
well?
all courts. No. All counts, sorry.
Really?
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Wow.
That's just because I feel like the jury was kind of pressured. Think about it. You have all these riots going on. Your jury's name's out there.
Is it?
Usually the jury's name are out there eventually. Yeah. Like, oh, these people were on the jury and shit like that.
Yeah, but sometimes because it's sort of special circumstances when they're that big, everything's just kinda,
I hope so.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a little bit too much. I do get the manslaughter.
So all counts?
That's what it says here.
Wow. That's a big car. Yeah, that's a big one. So there's going to be less riots in Minneapolis now? It's going to calm down the storm a bit, I bet you.
Well, I mean, it's the first one. I mean, there's going to be that chick. It's probably for that kid there.
Oh, the one that thought it was a taser?
Yeah.
But it was a gun?
We'll see where that goes, but I feel like... I'm curious to see how this is going to end up, but I feel like it's a little much. Like I said, I do believe manslaughter could have been... But I mean, even the fucking autopsy, you have... Like, the autopsy says he died by fentanyl.
I did not look.
No, but the autopsy says fentanyl overdose. Like,
it was a big deal in the States, this murder, and that's what started it all, you know.
I mean,
so I don't know. We'll see what the other one does as well. I don't think the other one's gonna get murder, not the chick.
No, but I feel like this is going to be tried again, probably.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
You don't think the defendant's going to go and...
well, they always
try to push for
they always
mistrial.
They always do, but I think it's going to stick.
I don't know, man. We'll see. But for now, it's guilty.
Guilty. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye.
No, that's not... I don't think the judge says hear ye. I think that's the guy that sells the newspapers on the side of the road.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, with his little bell.
The cowbell.
Yeah.
More cowbell. Remember that Saturday Night Live skit?
Yeah, with Will Ferrell.
And, that's one of the best ones ever.
What's his name? The guy that fucking the celebrity guest there. It was
more cowbell.
Yeah, but what's his name?
John. No, it's an older guy, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I know which one you talk about. That guy's in a lot of movies. He's in one of my favorites.
I have a fever, and the only remedy to heal it is more cowbell.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Christopher Walken.
I have a fever.
You know what it needs? More cowbell. It's one of the best skits ever. It was really good.
And fucking that's one of the best eras for comedians on Saturday Night Live.
I think you're right.
You had Jimmy Fallon in that video. If you watch it again, you got Jimmy Fallon in the back. He's the drummer in the video, and he's just laughing. He can't keep a straight face.
Oh, it's such a good video.
Fucking Will Ferrell with the shirt that's too short for him. You see his fucking gut in the bottom.
Yeah, he had that beard.
And he's dancing.
Yeah,
he's dancing like crazy with his cowbell, pushing the singer around.
Yeah, he's taking all the room. Fuck, it's so good. It's such a good. I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
It's not even on YouTube.
What?
I know, it's stupid. It's hard to find.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
The freaking. I think the best though, when it comes to who was on Saturday Night Live for comedians, is John Candy, Mike Myers.
Yeah, those are
who else was there? Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Yeah.
Was John Candy on there?
I might rings a bell.
The one I think I miss. I was gonna say Foley there.
Yeah, Chris Foley.
Chris Foley.
Yeah.
That's the one I really wanted to say. Those guys were like the shit.
Yeah. And you know, it's a big era for that.
Yeah. And was David Spade on there too?
I think so.
That's
why Chris Farley all the time. They're like a duo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was...
That's when they made the Black Sheep, you know, that movie they made together.
And,
it was really good.
And then, because think about it. You don't see movies made out of characters out of Saturday Night Live anymore.
No.
The only movies you had were that era.
What? There was... You remember that chick that she put her arms underneath her hands underneath her armpits and smell it? She always go like this.
No.
It was the same era as like Night at the Roxbury. She was part of that. Still same thing. It's like a little bit later, but then that was it.
But like when you think about it, like I'm talking about like iconic movies that were made out of these characters.
Well, Night at the Roxbury is a big one. But it's the same guys.
Yeah, but I'm talking about then you got Wayne's World that came from fucking a skit from Saturday Night Live.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Did Beverly Hills Ninja or whatever? Did that come from
Saturday
Night Live? I'm asking. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. That was a big series.
Then you got the Blues Brothers that came from that.
Yeah, that's right. From Belushi.
Yeah, and Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd.
A lot of Canadians were on Saturday Night
you're
Live.
right, eh?
Yeah.
Surprising.
And they usually had good careers too after. Ben Aykroyd, fucking Mike Myers.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Myers hasn't made a movie in a while. Like his own movie. You know, like he was in Bohemian Rhapsody. He was in that.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
What was he?
He played the label director.
Okay, rings a bell now.
So the
whole
guy
that
joke,
says no, this is too long.
The whole
song.
joke, the whole joke was having Mike Myers being the guy saying that Bohemian Rhapsody wouldn't be a single and a hit, which is kind of the guy that made it a hit with Wayne's World when they're jamming out at the beginning of the show. They're listening
I remember
to
that. Yeah.
So that was the whole
Wayne
joke.
World's pretty old. Like what?
So that's the whole joke, right?
Yeah.
The whole joke is having the same guy saying that song sucks and it's not gonna make it, while he's the one that used it in his movie.
Back in the day,
he's like, a 12-minute song, nobody's going to listen to that. And then Freddie Mercury goes, I pity your wife if you think 12 minutes is too long.
92 Wayne's World, that's how old it is.
Yeah, I mean, that song was big beforehand.
Yeah.
But it had a resurgence because of Wayne's World. Like, if you look at, like, the charts and shit, like, that song came back on the charts.
Same as that guy with the... cranberry juice skating around.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you've never seen that video?
No.
The cranberry juice guy. He's just skating and he's listening to that song. Was it Dream from Fleetwood Mac?
Okay.
And it got that little skit of 10 seconds got so big
that the song went back.
Went back on the billboards like number 2, number 3, and they sold a whole bunch of shit.
There's a bunch of songs that happened where like some songs didn't even make the billboard and they were out, and then fucking years later the song comes in a commercial or something and it just blows up.
Yeah, it's kind of funky. The internet's so powerful.
I know.
So powerful.
It's crazy. Anyways, we can move up to sports if you want.
Yeah, sure.
It was the trade deadline last week. It was pretty much the day we were recording, so we couldn't bring it up because it wasn't done when we were recording.
What did the Habs do? Did they do anything good?
They picked up that Gustafsson kid, the defenseman, and he's not a kid anymore. But
no, he's not a kid anymore.
He's younger than me, so he's that's what I'm 30 now, so now I'm realizing.
You're 30 years old.
So now I'm realizing
you're old as balls.
Fuck you.
Holy
you're 40.
Small. I'm not 40. You know, I watched a movie about being 40 not long ago. It was like 6 times. No, that is not me.
Are you sure?
No, it's like this is 40, and then they're showing a bunch of stuff, and I was like, Mars, that's a lot of you. That's a lot. I was like, scary. God damn.
But for me, it's like 30, and I'm looking at the NHL, and I'm like, oh, this guy's good. And like but I'm like, fuck, man, I'm old. These guys are all young. Old.
Yeah.
Like, even guys that I think have been long in the NHL are younger than me.
That's why life's weird. Like, sometimes 10 minutes is long, but 10 years is short.
Yeah.
You know? It's like 10 years just flies. Sometimes I'm like, oh, that was like 2 years ago. And then my wife's like, that was before your daughter was born. And I was like, oh shit, fuck. What the fuck? No way.
Yeah. So one of the big trades that we can talk about is Anthony Mantha.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was the biggest one, I think.
A lot of people are saying, like, oh, Detroit robbed freaking Washington and stuff like that.
There's quite a bit of picks in there, too, huh?
Yeah, so it was Anthony Mantha for Jacob Vrana, Richard Panik, or Panik, I guess.
Is it Panik?
Panik or Panic, one of the two.
Sounds like Bannock, so let's go with Panic.
And then first round pick for 2021 and a second round pick for 2022. A lot of people say it's a lot for one guy, but the way I've seen it is, sorry, COVID.
Run.
We're not live.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're not. We're not in the same room.
Not in the same room.
No.
Lockdown. We can't. But yeah. So what I was saying is, a lot of people are saying that Washington paid a lot for just one guy.
Yeah.
But people got to realize the Richard Panik trade, like that part, that's a salary cap dump. So you kind of got to give more.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of getting rid of a guy that you don't really want because you want to save room to sign other players.
To sign somebody else, yeah.
So you got to give a little bit more. So you give out maybe that second round pick and Panik kind of thing to like compensate.
Makes sense.
But then a lot of people are like, well, Jacob Vrana and the first is a lot for Mantha. Because they're comparing stats, right? They're like, oh, Mantha is older, I think 1 or 2 years older.
Okay.
And is scoring rate, they're pretty much the same.
But Mantha hasn't been on the team like Vrana was with Washington.
That's what I mean. Like, people don't seem to understand that Vrana was surrounded by good players.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much ice time, though, as
but still, in
was.
Detroit, who the hell's left in there?
But, I mean, look, Larkin, Bertuzzi.
Yeah.
But anyways,
it's not Ovechkin and Backstrom.
Like the way I was watching that their last game, I think it was against Boston. I was watching Washington play with Mantha. Fucking the power play, you had Ovechkin on the left side, ready for the one-timer.
Yeah.
And Mantha, that's a lefty, was on the fucking right side ready for a one-timer. How do you watch that? That guy's a sniper as much as Ovechkin is.
Wow.
So try figuring it out.
It looked cool, yeah.
I mean, you got two shooters on each side. Then you got Backstrom that can pass the puck, that can shoot the puck. He's probably one of the best passers in the league in the last 5 years. TJ Oshie can shoot the puck as well. And then you got Carlson on defense that can shoot the puck. How are you supposed to defend that power play?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's just a crazy power play.
Yeah.
Like, there's no chance. Like,
John Carlson is top 3 defenseman right now.
What people are, the big thing that bothers me in hockey is a lot of people are like, oh, Ovechkin just scores from the same place all the time. Why don't teams watch him? It's like, did you see the rest of the team? Like, if you watch that guy, you're opening up a TJ Oshie on the other side.
They know he's going to shoot from there. He still shoots from there. He still scores.
He's one from Marcel Dion now for another.
Wow. He keeps going up, man. He's gonna pass him.
Do you think he's gonna pass fucking Gretzky? I feel like if they didn't have these short seasons because of the fucking pandemic, there was a chance. If Ovechkin didn't have the lockout,
he might be close.
Think about it. Ovechkin had 2 lockouts. He was drafted in 2004.
You're right.
He couldn't play the 2005-2006 season that was locked out.
Yeah.
He had the half season that was locked out. Pandemic.
Wow.
Those are all years that he could have scored still at a good rate.
Yeah, you're right. That's huge. He would have passed them probably then.
I still think there's a chance. Because he hasn't slowed down. He's still scoring at a crazy rate.
He's a machine.
And I mean, did you see that video that they posted where he's just sitting like on the power play, like he's not moving? He's literally in his spot and he's not moving.
No,
like everybody's moving around him and he just looks
stays there.
Yeah, like he knows the puck's not coming to him sometimes, and he's just waiting. Then he gets the puck, slaps it,
scores. You're like, God damn!
Like he doesn't move. Like it's not like he skates around to like get into an open spot. No, he just stays there, waits. It's fun.
Get here. Patience.
I mean, he's a gritty player too. Like a lot of people.
I remember when that year they drafted him. They're like, he's not gonna last in the league. He checks too much. He's a scorer. He should stop trying to do all these things. Not once. Never slowed down. Never injured.
Yeah, like he's rarely missed a hockey game.
He's a big boy. He's not small.
Keith Yandel, man. Keith Yandel is like.
He's in Florida now, or
yeah, but consecutive games he's played.
Yeah,
I'd have to look up how many it is, but it's crazy.
Oh, really?
The amount of games he's played in a row.
Where did I want to ask? Where did Taylor Hall?
Taylor Hall went to Boston.
For
like a second round pick. Like it wasn't nothing.
It was low.
And another guy there. I'm trying to remember his name. It's not even a big name.
But Taylor Hall, everywhere he goes, it's just Buffalo, Edmonton, like New Jersey, like it's just.
I'm trying to think.
Boston's trying to make a run, and he'll do the opposite. I bet you.
No, I mean he's gonna the Strive there. I think Strive.
You think it's gonna finally be his spot?
Well, no, but I mean I'm not saying he's gonna be.
You think he's kind of like Phil Kessel? He can't be not spotlight.
Phil Kessel has some Stanley Cups though. He's got 2.
He's got 2?
Yeah, with Pittsburgh.
Well, well. He did score. He was actually really good scorer in that playoffs.
He's still a good scorer.
He still scores.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. He couldn't be the number 1 guy. You put him right behind everybody, and he'd score. Just like, don't talk to me.
Do you remember that interview with Pierre Maguire? He's like, "How's your breath?" He's like, "It smells right." He's like no. So like Pierre Maguire asks Phil Kessel, "How's your breath?"
Okay.
And then Phil Kessel is like, "It's that bad, eh?"
It's that bad.
He's like, "No, I mean like your lungs." He's like, "Oh." So I guess Phil Kessel thought he had a bad breath.
I didn't know that.
You never see that interview?
No, I've seen a lot of Maguire's stupid shit because a lot of people hate Maguire.
I think he's just very smart and knows a lot of his shit. He's that awkward kid.
He's the awkward kid. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, but it's...
There's so many goals, he just orgasms from a pass or something. You're like, holy smokes.
Wouldn't you, though?
Not from a pass.
No goal?
Yeah, well, depends where I score.
Oh. But like Team Canada, when Crosby scored that goal in 2010, did you orgasm?
Come on, that was a big one.
That was
huge.
One.
It was huge. I remember watching it. I think I skipped school for that.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I was in high school.
Dude, wasn't it like a night game?
No.
It was in Vancouver.
Well, that's not the one I watched. I remember one.
2002 was Salt Lake, so it wouldn't be. It's 2006 maybe, but 2006 they lost against the Swiss, and it was like a very letdown in 2006.
No,
I remember 2002. Well, it could be 2002.
I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was.
You remember that pass, that Sakic pass? Was it to Korea? But Lemieux was in between, and he does the fake shot.
That was sick.
The fake shot. Everybody thought Lemieux was shooting.
Everybody thought he was going to shoot. He just lets it go.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so beautiful.
But he doesn't just let it go. He swings. Like he swings, but he purposely misses the puck because the guy's on the other side, and he knows.
It is so beautiful.
I know.
Yeah.
Paul Kariya scored that goal.
Yeah, that was one of the greatest plays.
The very interesting person in that 2002 gold medal, that whole gold medal run was Jerome McGinley. He was young in that time, and he was very good in those Olympics.
He did good, huh?
And that team was crazy.
You know which one I want? I want to watch the old Canada-Russia series there.
The 72 Summit series?
I have to rewatch it because I don't remember.
When Phil Esposito
it's such a big Canadian moment, and I got to rewatch him because I barely remember it, and my dad keeps talking about this shit.
The one thing about that series that I'm kind of gets to me a little bit was JP Parise, Zach Parise's dad, was in that series for Team Canada.
Yeah, that's right. And he's Canadian as well.
He's from Smoot Rock Falls, Northern Ontario.
Yeah.
He's not far from where we're at, but
he played for
the North Stars.
Yeah, and the Americans instead of Canadians in the
but I'm talking
as well.
No, but I'm talking...
Not like the old dad, yeah.
So I'm talking about the dad playing for Team Canada in that big series, right? And having, I'm surprised as a son wouldn't want to represent the same country his dad represented, going for the States. I understand he was born in the States and his mom is an American and stuff like that. But at the same time, your dad was part of a Canadian history in hockey, the sport that you grew up liking and playing. Surprised you didn't want. But at the same time, I could see the angle where you're like, am I going to make Team Canada, though?
Who else did that? Brett Hall?
Oh, Brett Hall didn't make Team Canada.
That's what happened there. I remember that one.
Was his dad part of that Summit series?
He could be.
Bobby Hall?
Bobby Hall. I bet you he was.
If not, he was in that era anyways.
Yeah. But I
But
remember
yeah.
Brett Hall went to the States because he
Yeah,
was like,
Brett Hall was. Well, the funny part about Brett Hall is because he didn't make Team Canada, so he decided to go to the other team. That was the funny part, yeah. So it's like, do you consider him an American-born player, like scoring-wise? Like, I mean, everybody says that Mike Modano's probably the best American-born player.
oh yeah, he was pretty big, yeah.
But I think Patrick Kane has something to say about that
Patrick
now.
Kane's got to be up there now.
Yeah.
He's starting to have a lot.
I mean, he's still fucking playing well, and he's
Yeah.
getting old. Like,
wow for hockey, oldish.
yeah, he's probably in his 30s now.
Who else is American?
Right now, or
Well, in like best
score-
ones ever. They
best
say still.
one? Isn't Adam Oates?
Adam
American?
Oates for Washington. He was playing the same time as
He's,
Modano back then.
He's the one that was setting up Brett Hall with the Blues.
Chris Chelios got to be up there too.
Yeah, but he was a defenseman, so it's kind of hard to compare him to forward players. Who else was in American? I'm trying to think real quick.
Brian Leach for the Rangers. Remember him?
I remember that.
Matthews. Pat LaFontaine, was he?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that one. Phil Housley, yeah, he played a lot of games, huh?
Yep.
Kachuk.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's Kachuk, but yeah.
Kachuk.
Kachuk. I don't know how it starts with a K, like how you get K, but the TH, but yeah.
Goalies, Mike Richter.
Best American goalie, maybe Jonathan Quick. Ryan Miller.
Ryan Miller. Quick's got to be up there, huh?
Yeah. I mean, Ryan Miller was the goalie for Team USA, wasn't it?
Johnny Van Beesbrook. God, he almost won the cup. Wasn't it that year Florida went to the finals?
Yeah, but it wasn't because of him.
They had a big team.
No, they didn't. They just got very lucky.
Well, I mean, if you make the finals, you can't
Are they
be
true rats on the ice?
Yeah, that's the year.
Because the one I was listening to the Spitting Chicklets podcast, and they had Ed Jovanovski, which was playing for Florida back then, and he said like there's a rat running around in the fucking change room, and that guy, I don't remember who it was the captain, he just one time the rat on the wall.
Oh shit!
That's where it comes. And he scored 2 goals. I think that game and shit. So everybody was like, it's because of the rats. So like, as soon as they scored the goal and the first goal, every game they just throw rats on the ice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
came from somewhere anyway.
Yeah.
That's sharp.
Anyways.
Yeah. So Marleau.
Marleau just became the player that played the most NHL games.
He passed Gordie Howe.
Yeah, so the big thing too, though, that people like have been criticizing, I guess, or I don't know, but it's because Gordie Howe played in the WHA as well. So there's some games. So that's back in the day when they had like NHL and WHA. There was 2 leagues that were considered like top tier leagues. So Gordie Howe has some professional games in another league too. But I mean, NHL wise, it's still a fucking big feat, right?
It's a huge feat. Gordie Howe played. He was 52 years old.
Yeah, no, for sure.
52.
That's pretty crazy.
You're not going to see that again.
No, I mean, 1,768 games for Patrick Marleau.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of fucking games.
I got a jersey right here.
Yeah,
San Jose Sharks.
You've been hiding it in your fucking closet all these years, and now you're like, oh, it's relevant now.
Yeah, I can make money off it now.
Oh,
big money.
Yeah, probably to pay the fucking bet. You probably bet on Ben Askrens versus Jake Paul.
Oh, horrible. That was horrible.
I heard the whole fucking fight, like the night was horrible.
Every fight. Brutal.
And even people are saying that the final fight was a setup.
Is a pure money grab. That's all it was. Yeah,
I think Ben Askren purposely lost that fight.
Yeah, I think so.
I find it weird that an MMA fighter would get knocked out one punch by a... Like, I get it, Jake Paul does train, and he's actually a decent fighter when... Like, I've seen, like,
the way... I mean, come on.
But, I mean, you're supposed to be, like... This is your life. This was what you made a living out of. You should be able to take a punch.
Yeah, now one punch, and then he makes up a whole bunch of money. Like, fuck off. That was rigged from the start. They try to make a big thing like, oh, who's it going to be, and whatever, and the shit talking. Just... Nothing. It meant nothing.
And then it just went up to fucking Jake Paul's head too. He's just the big ego now.
Even more of an asshole now.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I wish he could fight Evander Kane or Ryan Reeves from the NHL.
That'd be cool, eh?
Evander Kane challenged him.
Oh, yeah?
Him or his brother Logan, one of the two Paul brothers.
He's like,
And they're like, who's that guy? Like, because NHL is not as big in the States, and they're acting like all like...
whatever.
Yeah.
Go fight a real guy.
Find somebody that knows how to fight.
Yeah, exactly.
I get that Evander Kane's probably just trying to get money to pay his fucking bankruptcy.
Oh, yeah, he went bankrupt. That's right. He's a huge gambler, huh?
That's probably why he wanted that fight. But anyways, you remember that picture he posted when he was in Winnipeg?
Yes.
There with the money and
I remember
shit?
that. Yeah, that's why I remember.
Fucking guy, man.
He went to Buffalo, too. They had huge issues there.
Wasn't he in Buffalo first? And then he went to Winnipeg?
I thought it was the other way around. I could be wrong.
But anyways.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right. Because I think he was drafted by the Trashers.
Okay. That makes sense, yeah. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened there.
Yeah. And then he went to Buffalo. Nothing
Yeah.
happened there. Went to San Jose.
Then
Whatever. I don't think he's a good player. He's better than me for sure, but I hate how that's a lot of people's argument online when you say, "Oh, that guy's trash." They're like, "Well, he's in the NHL and you're not." It's like, yeah, but I'm comparing him to other people that are in the
apples
NHL.
to apples. Yeah, like, dude, he's better than you. Well, no shit.
It's like there's always that one person that says that. Where are you and where is he? It's like, I mean, from what I can hear, he doesn't have more money than me right now.
Yeah. He's as broke as me. So screw you. I don't think he succeeded in life.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, right?
That good documentary was the one with the fighting there with Chris Nyland and all those guys.
Yeah.
That was a really good documentary.
Gladiators, I think.
That might have been it. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
Fuck, that was really cool.
I watched a documentary. Well, it's a biography documentary, I guess, about Bob Probert.
Oh, cool.
That was interesting too.
I might have seen that one as well.
I don't know if you saw it because it wasn't like a big thing. I found it on the internet and stuff. And
I don't remember. I've seen quite a bit of those. They're pretty cool. Same with the movie Goon. Like they're all pretty cool.
But
man.
this Bob Probert thing, it wasn't like a movie. Like it wasn't like it was just like documenting his story.
Yeah, he's mega knee.
Well, it was very sad to see this guy like with the family and when they brought up at the end like the whole family, like how he was with the very good dad, like he was a good person as well, as much as he was a fighter and a goon in the NHL and growing up. You know what,
99% of goons are actually cool cats, you know.
Fucking I think it was the Ed Jovanovski. Was it the Ed Jovanovski? No, but I'm talking about Spitting Chicklets, and there's an interview with a guy back in... Oh, no, it was Corson, Shane Corson.
Shane Corson, yeah.
He was on the Spitting Chicklets, and he was having an interview with them, and he was talking about how in the juniors, when he was playing with Windsor, he was a rookie, and Probert was already in the team. And I guess Corson had a little bit of money because of his family, so he had a Camaro. He came out after practice. Somebody had shit under the fucking hood of his Camaro. No. It was Probert, telling you, you don't come here and be cocky with your car and shit like that.
Shit.
Took a dump on the fucking hood.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
That's fucking hilarious. Could you imagine? In my mind, it's like, think about it. At that time, they didn't have cell phones, but there's somebody that was probably walking the street, just saw this guy fucking crippled down on the hood of a car taking a shit. What the fuck's going on?
That guy did something wrong.
Like today, somebody would have their phone out taking a video of the guy taking his shit on the car.
Everything's recorded now.
But back then, could you just imagine? And you go home, tell this to somebody, you're bullshitting.
Yeah, that's not true.
That didn't happen.
Forever, it's just that didn't happen.
And now this interview comes out, and that guy's probably like, see, told you somebody shit on the fucking hood of a car.
Told you. Guaranteed.
Fucking 30 years later, 40 years later.
Now every time something cool's happened, you're like, oh, where's my phone?
Yeah, sometimes it's not even cool. Sometimes somebody's getting in trouble, and instead of helping, they're like,
let's film this shit.
Film this shit.
Yeah, everybody's just filming now.
Go help fuck sometimes.
Everybody just wants to be a bystander and film shit. Like, oh, this is interesting.
I could maybe make money off of this.
Yeah, it's all about money.
Well, at the end, everybody wants their 10 seconds of fame, right?
That's why we started a podcast.
Yeah. Now everybody's starting a podcast because of us.
Yeah, what the hell? Everybody around us started now.
Yeah.
Fucking horse shit.
Yeah, we want royalties.
Northern royalties.
Watch somebody else gonna be like, yeah, we had a podcast before you guys. Fuck.
Shit, we don't get the royalties.
What happened with the Premier League there? Did you get...
Oh, yeah. I just
that's soccer for anybody or football for our European friends? Because there are people listening to us in Europe.
Hey, shout out to the Europeans listening to us. That's pretty cool.
I think there's like 4 or 5 downloads I saw in our graph there that come from Europe. So.
That's cool as shit.
Either it's actually people in Europe or people that have VPNs and it's showing them in Europe.
No, it's Europeans.
So football.
Yeah, no, it's just a big thing right now in the Premier League. They want to start a Super League.
Oh, so it's better than Premier? It's
Super Premier League, you know? That's because the way it works is like they have 12 teams, and the bottom 2 go back to like the
second tier.
The second tier.
So you got the top tier, second tier, whatever. So yeah.
And then the top 2 from the second tier go up to tier 1 to the Premier League. Every year they fight off, and now they want to start a Super League.
Where it's only the top
Just
teams.
the top teams. That's it. Nobody else ever. So it's just money. That's all it is.
And then there's people that are against it.
And a lot of people are against it. They're like, it's going to kill football. It's just purely about money. And now they're saying there's a lot of American owners that own the teams. And it's all, now they're trying to blame the Americans. And it's just a fucking shit
Well, didn't
show.
like FIFA just step in and they're like, you want to do that league? You're not going to be allowed to play in the fucking
you're
World
not
Cup.
going to the FIFA World Cup. You're not going to the League of Champions. And it's like, that's
so now some teams
tournament.
are stepping out, right?
Some teams are stepping out. They're like, well, okay, we said yes at first, but maybe not. So it's kind of like on the fence right now, but it's stirring a lot of shit.
So that whole tier 1, tier 2 thing, it's the same thing in international sports. Well, especially hockey. I don't know if it's for every sport.
Yeah, hockey for sure.
Hockey
juniors
has
or Olympics as well. No.
Yeah, maybe not Olympics, but the IHF.
Yeah,
International
IHF,
Ice Hockey Federation. Like those World Cups there that they have and the World Championships, I think they call them.
Yeah.
They always have that. How one team gets regulated to the net and the one team comes up. If you go into on the website, I think there's like 4 different divisions, and if you go like in the 4th divisions, it's a team like North or South Korea and shit like that. There's like random teams, and there's always that one team that's stronger than all the other ones, and they're winning like 20 to something.
You know which team always kind of makes it up there that I'm always surprised? Kazakhstan.
Yeah,
they kind of go up and down in there.
It hasn't happened in a while, but yeah,
but still, you see them once in a while. You're like, Kazakhstan.
So
in my head, it's like Afghanistan. It's just sand everywhere.
Kazakhstan,
but it's not.
It's not.
No, I know.
It's above the fucking.
I know, but it just seems like.
It's like, so what's funny about the whole thing too, and it's not to be mean or whatever, but so I think Australia is in one of those divisions too for hockey.
Lower division, yeah.
So let's say Australia's very good for some reason in that lower division, and they get regulated at the top. Usually they become the fucking worst team. Like they'll beat teams 20 something, then they get regulated at the top or like the upper one, and then they're the ones being beat. Like there's such a gap between all these divisions.
Every time they go up, it's big difference.
Yeah. And like you got teams like Austria that come up sometimes in the top tier.
Yeah, that's right.
And they'll always give Canada a good game, and sometimes they'll win, like kind of win 1-0 or 2-0 or something like that, and it's tight. And it's a good thing for the Austrians. In their mind, it's like we didn't win, but we didn't get fucking shredded.
Annihilated.
Yeah. So, anyways,
my wife said the same thing last night. At least she didn't get annihilated.
You and your.
I had to put it up there. I don't know.
There was not enough sex in this part, so you're just like,
well,
I gotta add it.
Or something. I'm gonna put sex in there. I'm not addicted.
So do we have any idiots of the week?
Oh, we got a few.
We
got a few.
What do we have? Mostly
political guys, actually.
Yeah. One conservative and one liberal.
Hey, we're fair. I think we're fair.
Nobody can hate us. I mean, Ben Askren's could be an idiot of the week.
Yeah, he could be. Fuck him. Let's stop talking about that guy. Well, we had the liberal MP.
Do you have the name? So it's fine. Everybody's gonna go Google the liberal MP naked, and they'll find them.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Naked, exactly.
So what was he naked for?
He was changing from jogging pants to his normal attire for the workplace area. And he got caught. He says, I'm sorry. What did he say? I'm sorry I got caught in my...
LPR forgot to tell you guys, they're on a Zoom call with a bunch of MPs.
It's not directly in the House of Commons, but it's a Zoom call for the House of Commons. That's what it was.
Like, he skipped some important events here because he wasn't in the House of Commons getting changed.
That would make it even more funny.
He was in his apartment or house, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it was his house.
And he thought his camera was off. But it wasn't, and the guy's fucking naked in the middle of his room.
Yeah, he's like, it was actually turned on. Sorry. What
was turned on? His dick?
The camera.
No,
I don't think he was turned on because that would have been a bigger thing. They were like, "Oh, you didn't just change; you had a hard on."
There was this news outlet. I don't remember which news outlet, but they were making like this mock debate for the elections that happened there not too long ago in the States. And this one guy thought he turned off his camera and he muted himself and he started jerking off, but the camera wasn't done. It wasn't off. So everybody was watching him jerk off.
Oh. Now that's, you resign.
He got fired.
Yeah, you resign or you can't stay after that. That's
no, retarded. But still.
But no, he didn't get caught for this. It was just in between changing the Zoom call, and then we saw him naked.
And our other idiot of the week, I decided to put Doug Ford in here.
Well, I think he deserved it.
I mean, he goes up, he's like, super lockdown.
Super lockdown.
Police can stop you.
Anything.
Can't go to the park.
They can randomly stop you and ask you any question they want.
One day after, okay, well, the parks are going to be open.
Yeah, so we're not going to do that.
And then 2 days later, he's like, okay, cops can't stop you for nothing.
Yeah, they can't randomly. Yeah, that's because a lot of police stations in towns in Peel and Niagara Falls and all these big cities are like, we're not doing that. That's insane. We're not randomly stopping everybody that's with somebody else.
Because there's no legal right for them to do it. Oh, yeah.
Not even the cops are like, we're not doing that. That's
even
insane.
If they would have done it, or if somebody has been caught with it and got a fine or something, you can actually just go to court and you'll win it because there's no law that says they're allowed to do that.
Well, I wouldn't try that, but...
In court, yeah, you win in court.
I don't know. But I'm just happy with the fact that the cops were like, we're not doing that. And then the next day he's like backpedaling. Well, maybe we can't do that. It's just because the government's been so inconsistent of how they've dealt with it at first and now.
I've said it from the beginning. If they would have shut down the airports.
They're still open.
I know.
That's insane.
Just shut that down. One, if you would have shut down the airports from the start, the variants would have never made it here. They're always talking about these variants and how bad they are. Like, dude, where do you think those variants came from?
Oh, they're from the UK and South Africa. Well, what the fuck?
Like, how do you think they got here?
I don't know. Maybe it was the airport. Maybe it was a rat from a boat.
No, come on. Like, it's just like, just shut everything down.
Yeah.
That's what Australia did. They're open. That's what New Zealand
Everything's
did.
good there.
Everything's good.
Yeah. It was
how many states? I think 11 states are open in the United States now.
It was just poorly done in Canada. It really was.
And I mean,
mismanaged in the province.
Ted Nugent said it. Like, why the fuck are you guys testing it if you can't do anything about it?
Can't do anything about it? No. Wow.
Why the fuck are you testing? It's to scare people, man. It is. Like, I mean, we could have a whole other podcast on that. We can have a whole other
podcast on this, but yeah.
I think
Idiot of the week for sure.
I think the first time on our podcast we got a savior of the week or a hero of the week or something.
Hero, I like that.
Hero, I could be a hero.
Julio Iglesias. I could be a hero, baby. Remember that?
I wonder if this guy sang that to his wife after.
Fuck no, it's a pretty cool video though.
You can find it online. We'll probably post it on our Facebook page.
Yeah, what is it called? Just man hurls.
I called him the Bobcat Chucker.
The Bobcat Chucker. It's a cool video.
And he's really not like in a Bobcat tractor. It's an actual Bobcat.
Well,
cat.
you can see the video. He's just kind of coming out with his coffee, and it's a camera like on a garage or something like that.
Yeah, one of those safety or security cameras.
Yeah, security cameras, and he puts his coffee there, and then the wife comes out with the cat hauler.
Yeah, so they got the little
pet
cat.
Taxi there.
Yeah,
she's coming along, then she hears this hissing like. Oh, what's this?
There's a bobcat.
Bobcat just jumps on the lady, bites her all over, and then the guy walks around.
He picks the bobcat
Picks
up.
the bobcat up, and he holds it in the air.
And then you just see him like walk back into the shot. Like you can't really see him because he's behind the vehicle.
Yeah.
But then he walks back into the frame, and I'll say this like this to explain it. You know how the monkey holds Simba in Lion King?
Yes.
He's like that with the fucking
He's
bobcat.
looking at it.
And he's like, "Oh my god, it's a bobcat! It's a bobcat!" And just throws it to the fucking. It's fucking hilarious.
It's a super cool video.
Fucking hilarious.
This is a bobcat, and then he just chucks it. What the fuck? It's a really cool video, man.
You just wonder why he's holding it for so long and he's screaming, "It's a bobcat!"
You're just looking at it for like 5 seconds. That's a bobcat. That's a bobcat. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing?
But he saved his wife, and it ended up he ended up needing to use the gun. I guess he was holstering a gun.
Yeah, he was holstering a gun.
America. And
he killed it.
Yeah, because it was coming
it.
to charge him again. So
yeah, because it didn't flee; it came back again.
Yeah. Which they were surprised, and when they did go get checked, it had rabies.
It had rabies.
They got the rabies shot and stuff. But hey, he saved his family.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
His cat and his wife.
Yeah, it saved everybody. It's pretty. Did you know? Have you ever seen people that have rabies that if you don't get the shots?
No.
It's insane.
Have you, or have you just seen videos?
No, I've just seen videos. Because the kill rate for rabies is not like COVID. It's 100%.
Well, after a certain amount of time, if you don't get
the shots within a week, you die 100%. Like nobody's ever survived.
Yeah,
it's insane. You look like a zombie. You look zombie apocalypse, rabies. It's insane. You can't drink water. Your body. You get a glass of water getting close, and you start shaking, and your body makes you not drink water. It's
really?
Insane. Yeah, it's crazy. You got to look it up. Crazy.
I'm not gonna look it up. But
you're thirsty, and then because you don't have any water in your body, then your mouth like the spits all over the place, and you want to bite. You go crazy. Your brain's doesn't have any water in the system, and it goes nuts. You
so why does it
not
want the water though? Like when you're bringing up water,
because it wants you to salivate and bite somebody so that the rabies can go into somebody else's body.
So the rabies is a virus that wants to be spread.
Yes. I'm telling you, it's exactly like a zombie apocalypse. If you look up rabies, it's crazy.
What? A zombie what?
Zombie apocalypse.
Okay, you got it right that time.
No, that's what I said.
No, you said apocalypse.
Screw you. No. You crazy. But I'm telling you, rabies is the craziest one I've seen. Like,
could you imagine if it wasn't a COVID thing? It would have been a rabies 19. Just zombies everywhere.
Everybody would be in agreement of what to do.
There's a new movie coming, Army of the Dead. I don't know if you've seen the.
No.
It's with. You remember Batista?
Yeah, the big guy.
You remember
He's made a couple movies actually.
Yeah, but you remember that commercial with that?
Oh, he was in that commercial with the comedian there, the black comedian. What was his name?
You're so racist.
No, but that's what, I mean. You know which one I'm talking about. That's the best commercial from football, the Super Bowl.
But so it's
I'm pretty sure. That's what. Yeah.
Pretty the difference, but being pretty sure and being certain.
Certain. Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, no. I'm pretty sure you could take.
I'm pretty sure you could take Batista.
So the movie Army of the Dead, the trailer looks pretty good. It's like they're making it like kind of a heist movie, but with zombies. So like. They're in that zombie apocalypse. Vegas is all shut down. They have like big walls of containers and shit containing the zombies inside Las Vegas. But there's one of the casinos that never emptied their vault. So they're sending like this army that go like these army guys to go get the money and shit. But there's like zombies on the other side, and these zombies are not like the zombies you used to seeing. Like these zombies adapted. These zombies are smart. They know how to attack and shit like that. Like it looks interesting.
It looks cool,
Like it looks like finally something different instead of Avengers 3, 4, 5, 6,
you know
7.
What? Any zombie movies they make, I'll watch.
Really?
I really love zombie shit. Apocalypse movies, all these kind of like genre. Love that stuff.
And
I even thought of making it like a scene to start a zombie movie once. Like I was just like,
so what's
writing
the
shit
scene?
down. I think they should start
copyright. This is ours.
This is ours. You should start. That's
So
how
if
you
we
should
start
start
a
a zombie movie. You just start off, and you see a zombie's head frozen in the snow.
Okay.
And then somebody just kind of walks up and then throws an axe on it, just like, bleh, kills it while it's frozen. Bleh. And then, that's like it starts, and then the community all walks into the church or something like that, and they're like, okay, spring's coming, so the zombies are coming again. Like, every year they got to do the cycle until they freeze off, then they kill a bunch. I was like, that'd be cool. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, I guess where we're at in the winter, zombies would probably
they'd froze over it. See, that's why I was like, that'd be a cool idea.
Yeah. That's true. So they did it'd be always like a summer thing.
Yeah, it'd be a reoccurring thing every year. Like, okay,
honestly,
spring's upon us.
If a zombie apocalypse would ever happen, I don't know how. It depends how bad you go into the zombie apocalypse versions. Let's say it's just certain people, not the dead rising, but mostly people turning because of bites or rabies, kind of your rabies thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if it would just be living normally around zombies.
They'd be part of nature kind of thing?
You'd see a zombie, you'd have your gun, you shoot it. Just keep going around your day,
You go to the store.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw a couple zombies there, shot in there. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. What else are you doing today? Not much.
I wonder if that would be the life we'd live.
They'd be part of everything else.
Yeah, just around us eventually.
That'd be a cool idea too. It's just part of it.
Makes me... one of my favorite zombie movies is probably Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, that's a funny one.
Yeah, I love it.
They did that one in Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz. Yeah, we talked about it before in one of our older podcasts. But yeah, Shaun of the Dead is just... they want to go to that tavern.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And it's we're going to be safe there. But why are you going to be safe there? It's a bar.
We're going to that tavern. That's where we got to be.
There's a gun on the wall. I think that's the whole thing is because there's a gun on the wall.
It's pretty good.
And all this time, the gun didn't have any bullets. So when they got there, the gun was useless.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, freaking.
Those are idiots, huh?
Yeah,
there's a couple kind of weird
savior.
ones. There's a couple there's a chick that got charged twice for having a party within 24 hours.
Yeah, you gotta be stupid.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly it. You do a party, you get caught, you get a fine. You're like, okay, don't be an idiot, don't do that. Next day, it's party. Yeah, you deserve that fine.
Texted the same cop.
Try that again. I don't care. Catch me outside. How about that?
Was it that girl?
You know
She's
what?
Rich now.
She's rich now
because of that.
Because she was known for that. She started making music and rapping and shit.
I remember listening. What was it? Was it a Joe Rogan podcast that Dr. Phil was on? And he says he regrets that. He regrets having that girl
her on. Really, yeah?
Yeah, because she never learned anything. She just became famous out of it.
Which just made her just a horrible person even more, probably. Ugh. I can see that.
Yeah, it's one of his biggest, I don't say it's his biggest regret, but it's funny to see that, listen to Dr. Phil when he's not on his show because he's more of a person.
Okay.
It's very interesting.
Then the image of Dr. Phil. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, he's actually more cool, I guess you can put it in words. But yeah.
I don't think he was actually cool, but
I mean, maybe. Who knows? Jamie. Why does Jamie suck this time?
I got yeah, okay.
Oh,
yeah, I do that sometimes. Jamie sucks because one time
at band camp,
we got trashed. Right, we went to the bar.
So
when the bar was open?
What's that?
Yeah, it was kind of fun. Just get trashed, getting shots. Some Mintu shots.
Make it a dream. Mintu? You know those dream sequence. Bloop, 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 bloop. Remember
Mintu? You ever tried Mintu?
I don't drink. You already know that.
It's like a minty vodka from Finland. Amazing. Great shot. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we're drinking that shit because we're addicted to it. And it's so good. So we got trashed.
You're addicted to a lot of things.
I'm addicted to a lot of stuff.
So you're getting drunk at the bar.
But we got too drunk off of this shit.
And he's staying at your place?
No, we're at the bar. Then I live closer. Yeah. I live closer. We're kind of go to after party my place. And he's too fucked up. So I'm just just
stay here.
Stay here. Don't worry about it, man.
Just in case you don't make it home.
Yeah, so fuck it. So he crashed. Party keeps kind of going. Eventually, we all go to bed. And then I hear some fucking bang, boom, poof. Whatever. I'm like, what the fuck happened there?
Then you hear the shower
going. Shower's going, a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, whatever, right? Okay, whatever. Then after like a couple hours, I wake up again, and it's just this horrid fucking smell.
What was it smelling like?
Just that. You know when you puke hard liquor like that?
Okay.
It's just a horrible smell.
But yeah.
Horrible smell. So I wake up, I open the lights. There's fucking puke everywhere. I'm kind of walking. I'm like, what the fuck happened here? I turned the lights in the bathroom, opened the curtain. Oh, I get a whiff. I almost puked myself right there. Just like, oh. It was like puke-soaked, embedded clothing in there. I was just like, oh. So I'm like, what the fuck? I wake him up. Like, what the fuck did you do? And he's like, I cleaned it all up. He didn't clean up shit. The fuck's wrong with you? So turns out he tells me what happened there. Turns out he woke up in the middle of the night and he had to puke. He's like, I gotta puke. So he starts running. The bathroom's a little bit further down. He's like, I'm not gonna make it. As he's running, he starts puking. He keeps running, slides in his own puke. Wow, keeps puking as he's sliding, just all over the place. Pukes. Finally, on himself. He crawls up to the toilet to puke. There's nothing left. There's puke everywhere. So he's just like, fuck, I gotta clean it up. It's not my place. And so he grabs some stuff underneath the sink, trying to clean up Mr. Clean, all that. So he cleans the floor. Everything's cool. Grabs all his fucking pukes on himself, puts it in the shower, takes a shower, and he's like, okay, everything's cool, everything's clean, goes back to bed. But he left the clothes in the shower, and it just, that smell just right in there. But it turns out when he fell in the puke, it just
splattered everywhere,
all over the walls, the mirror, the washer, dryer, everywhere. He just cleaned the floor.
But he was so drunk that he couldn't realize that it wasn't just the floor.
He thought it was clean. He's like, oh, the floor's clean. Look at this. I can eat off this floor. You're like, you're too fucked up. Couldn't even realize there's puke everywhere else. I was like, God damn.
That's why Jamie fucking sucks.
That's why he sucks.
Fucking
Jamie.
I got a question for you. Question of the day.
All right, what do we got?
What horror scene or horror movie that made you horror?
Oh, okay. I was like, that's a good one.
That made you like shit your pants, being scared, and being scared after a while too.
Yeah, it sticks in your brain.
Yeah, you're like, I don't want a doll, or I don't want to.
Yeah. I
need the lights open when I sleep now.
I got two kind of movies I remember that really fucked me up as I was a kid. It was that movie It.
Like the old one?
The old one. The old school one where
Pennywise,
and you couldn't really see him, and he was underneath
the grade.
And you could just see him, and he just wants that one scared the
So is it
living hell.
Are you scared of clowns? Were you scared of clowns?
Yeah, I was clowns. And then I watched Child's Play, which was Chucky.
Yeah,
the doll, which kind of looks like a clown as well, right?
Not really, but...
Well, the doll, he's got that red and yellow kind of,
Whatever you want, yeah.
Yeah, well, he was blue and red, right?
Yeah.
He had the jeans kind of outfit.
He had the overpants.
Yeah, overpants, yeah, and the red hair, right?
Yeah.
Orange hair, whatever. But these two for sure, the red hair...
So you had a hard time sleeping after that?
So it was clowns and that goddamn doll. These two things scared the living daylights out of me for years.
Really?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Now I don't care, but yeah, that really scared the fuck out of me.
Interesting.
How about you?
So when I was... I wasn't that young when I think about it. I think it was the whole story behind it afterwards that I learned that kind of scared me up a little bit more, was The Grudge. It's a fucked up movie, don't get me wrong, and it does have its moments where you're like, okay, that's freaky. But I think it's the whole thing. So it was based off in Japan, right? So it's this couple in Japan shit, and she's...
Yeah, I kind of remember it.
She what happens is she...
Is that the one with the hole?
No, that's the ring.
Okay.
The Grudge is it's a nurse that takes care of an old person in a house, but that house is haunted. So the whole thing behind this movie is so the tradition, I guess you can call it, or whatever, the story, the lore in Japan. So when you come into Canada, usually when it comes to spirit lores and stuff like that, they just haunt the house, right? So there's haunted houses where they have spirit. You go in that house, you can see shit and stuff, but when you walk out, they don't follow you, right? They're stuck in that house.
Oh, yeah.
But the Japanese lore, when it comes to souls, if you walk into a haunted place, you are cursed as well, and that ghost or that spirit can follow you anywhere you go. So that's where it kind of like scared me. I'm like, oh my God. So like now you think that since I watched this movie, the spirit's gonna follow me everywhere kind of thing.
And fuck you right up.
Yeah, it like kind of scared me a little bit more.
Did you know they remade The Grudge?
Yeah, they made like 2 versions. Like they made a fucking like The Grudge 1 and 2, I think.
3 maybe? They might have made 3.
And then there was a remake later on, which is weird because it's barely like.
Yeah, it's not even that old.
Yeah,
it's not like Jason or something like that.
So.
Like,
yeah, that's the reason that movie, and it kind of made me stop watching horror movies for a while. Yeah.
I still really enjoy watching horror movies. You know what? The best one I've watched in the last like 10 years was Insidious.
I never watched that one, but I read
a freaky one.
So
man.
Insidious, I read about it because I sometimes like to listen, like read the plots and stuff like that. Okay. So I don't get the jump scares. I actually just read the story of like the whole ghost thing. You
don't really like
the jump scares and shit don't get to me that like I don't like it that much. I don't need the added stress in my life.
I know. See, that's what I like. I like the thrill about it. Like,
but
please
that
me.
Story is pretty interesting because Insidious, there's a whole series, right? It's not just Insidious.
No.
Like there's a bunch of movies that are related to Insidious that all connect. Insidious is the one where the kid is haunted,
That's
right?
That's right. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's why it makes it so good. Like the kids.
The one haunted movie or
really
scary movie I watched. The latest, and it's been a while. It's Sinister, and Sinister was good till when. So it was very, very like the ideal was good till it became supernatural.
Okay, then it came too much.
Yeah, for me, it like kind of killed the whole vibe because I like Sinister. The whole story was they move into this house, and the dad goes in the attic, and there's this reel. Of movies like Super 8 movies, you know what those are, right? The reels of Super 8 movies.
Yeah, just like that movie 8mm with Nicolas Cage, right? That one's.
Yeah, so it's a reel and the machine's there. So he starts watching the first movie. It says, family barbecue. I know it's a family hanging out outside. They're hanging out in the backyard, whatever. And it starts off, and you see the family enjoying having fun in the backyard. All of a sudden, the video like just starts shifting. And it's the family hanging in the getting hung in the tree.
Yeah.
So you know, like the hyperbole of the words, you know, of hanging out. And you're like, who the fuck killed the family? So he checks another video, and the next video is family barbecue. And it starts off, you see the family having a barbecue and everything, and then it does the same thing. It fucks up, and then all of a sudden it's the family all tied up in the car and pouring gas and getting lit up in the fire. So they're the ones getting barbecued, right? Anyways, so now like he's wondering what the fuck are these videos, and you're just like, who the fuck's crazy enough to murder these people like that, you know? And that's where I was very interested. I'm like, could you imagine a murderer that's that fucked up that films people, and then but it ended up being
finds a cool name for the video for the film.
Yeah.
Like, holy
so I was like, oh my god, like, if this is a murderer, this is awesome. But it became like it's a demon. And stuff like that, and it kind of like killed that whole thing where I was like, oh man, if it would have been a killer that was doing this, that would have been even crazier.
It makes me think of have you seen A House on Haunted Hills?
No.
That's another one that's kind of like that. You watch the film and you're always like, the house is kind of haunted and it's all fucked up, and you've got all these things that scare the living shit out of you.
Yeah.
And it's really, really good, and it's creepy as hell. Right till the end, and you just see the ghost thing that's just kind of like, and that's what you're like. It just killed it, right? Same thing. It's just everything's good right till you're like, ah. Oh.
So what happens in the Sinister? It was like this demon. So would always use the youngest child as their plot device, I guess, or whatever you want to call for killing, and they'd feed on the youngest child or whatever. So so what happens is at the end, the tapes show up again, and the dad starts looking at them, and it shows you who hung the family, and it's all the youngest kid of the family, which was like kind of like, oh, really? Because if it would have been a murderer,
it would have been cool.
Oh, I would have been like, oh my god, this is like a smart fucking movie. Like, could you imagine?
What they should have done is keep the killer alive the whole time, and then when he watches that, then the killer comes kind of back and he kills him in a way and makes another film from the guy that found those films.
Yeah, like I mean, yeah, it's pretty. Yeah,
that would have been cool.
It's like I said, I was kind of like let down by the fact that it was a demon thing or whatever. Like, if it would have been a murderer, I would have been like,
that's cool.
Yeah, like you got to be some kind of fucked up. Which would have made it more.
It's the same thing why it's so cool, like all these actual murderers shows that everybody watches all the time.
Exactly.
It's interesting. People are really fucked up.
What's the name of the actor that's in there? He's done a bunch of horror movies. Hawking's.
Stephen Hawking?
No, that's the guy in a wheelchair that can't move.
Well, he passed away, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's dead. He was extremely smart.
Is it? No, not Anthony. What's his name?
Anyway, Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke. He's like in a bunch of scary movies.
He's in a bunch of movies. Period.
Yeah,
that
but
guy's
he
made a lot of movies, man. But I think he's Canadian too.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you have it right in front of you?
No.
No.
Ethan Hawke, really good movie.
No, he's American.
Ah, God, it makes me look like 50. An idiot now.
He's 50, but no, he was in a lot of those scary, like haunted movies for a while.
How many movies that guy made? Training Day? Oh, God, that was good.
He was a decent
Gattago.
actor.
You ever seen that one? That was really good. 97. Gattago was really good.
Oh my God, there's a lot of movies here.
Of course there is. Ethan Hawke's been a lot of
He was in Lord of War.
Oh, I didn't know he was in Lord of War.
Interesting. He's in it. So I guess they made a Sinister 2 and he's in it as well.
Oh, there you go. Maybe something for you to watch.
No, I'm not watching. Like, I was let down by the first one. Do you think I'm going to watch the second one?
Maybe it'll be surprised.
Maybe it'll be a killer.
Maybe it'll be a killer this time.
No, they made it too obvious that it was a demon. It's not like they can be like, oh, that wasn't really a demon, it was a killer making the young kid kill his family.
You never know. They can fucking come up with weird shit.
Yeah. It's like Amityville Horror. That's another good one. Classic. They remade a couple times.
Well, it's not like what's the other ones? Like not Cuckoo's Nest, but a Poltergeist. Like that. Yeah. Those are classics.
Well, Poltergeist is like, that's a fucked up movie because a lot of shit happened afterwards. That little girl died, like in real life, not too long after. It was very, very fucked up.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but no, Amityville Horror is a
pretty popular big one there.
Yeah, it's that house. That house that the father, like when they're in the house, the dad gets not possessed, but he wants to kill his family and shit. The latest version, they made a bunch of latest versions, but like the biggest version that they have latest is the one with Ryan Reynolds. He's the dad, right?
Oh.
And at the end, like, to get away from the house, like they don't get killed, but the dad's trying to kill them by getting him away from the house is what gets him not possessed or whatever. But yeah, no, that's what it is for horror movies, I guess. Like I
love horror movies. Yeah. Every single one that comes on.
Insidious?
Yeah, Insidious. I think it'd be up there.
That's the really enjoyed. Demon, That's the red demon. He's behind the guy there standing.
It's pretty cool. I really like that one.
What's the other movies part of that?
Well, the doll one. There's one that's
Annabelle.
Annabelle is one of the parts.
I read about that doll. The real doll. It's a fake.
Oh,
yeah, they were like, it was like some people trying to make money off of something and created this doll, which is still a freaky fucking doll. Don't get me wrong, those fucking dolls. But they were talking. Like I was reading about it, and there's a lot of people that believe it was just a money grab that they tried doing.
It's too bad because I remember
there's
the house.
One doll
it says there's a house that has like that doll, and another one that's kind of sinister, and across from this place that was kind of, and they got a whole bunch of shit that's from.
There's different places that have that. There's the big famous one there, and I think it's in Las Vegas, which is I don't remember the name of the guy. But there's a video where he is with Post Malone in his house, and they're like showing up his shit. And there's this box that nobody's ever opened, and they say it's like a very haunted thing, and it's under a glass box,
shit.
you know, so you can see it, but you can't actually touch it. And to scare Post Malone, he started taking the glass off of it. Yeah, and Post Malone like
he ran away. No,
but after that happened, Post Malone was in a car accident. His plane crashed. Like, a lot of shit happened to Post Malone since that event happened.
No.
Yeah, and everybody thinks it's because of that.
Did he get asked in an interview?
Well, in the Joe Rogan podcast, he talks about it. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that guy owns a lot of stuff that's...
weird shit like that?
Yeah, that's considered haunted.
Okay.
But yeah, that doll, I remember reading about it, and it was some people trying to make money off of a haunted thing. There is a haunted doll, though, in Florida, the Robert doll. If you ever look it up, pretty fucked up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but even that story, you're like, yeah, it's not haunted. It's just an interesting story behind it. But it's because those old dolls all look fucking creepy.
They all look creepy.
It's like, it's easy to scare people.
I've seen on the internet, it's like, oh, wait, if you don't know what to do with these old dolls, it's easy. You take the head and then you put a light bulb in it, and then you're like, yeah, that makes it a lot easier. It just looks so much scarier. Now I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not.
I was thinking about buying dolls like that look really creepy and just leave them in the guest rooms for people when they go to bed.
Oh my god, you're bad.
You know, a friend comes over, like, yeah, I got a bed. You can sleep
just
there.
Buy it.
And there's a bunch of like really creepy goddamn dolls. I'm like, I'm not sleeping in there. Come on, man.
You buy freaky dolls and you put them on the trains.
Leave them there in a weird place.
You put it that it's hanging off the railing in the back, so when the guy looks at the mirror, he just sees the fucking doll hanging on the side.
That'd be cool. A creepy doll.
Yeah. Even if it's not a creepy doll, it'd still be fucking fucked up seeing a doll just hanging on the side of your train.
Yeah, what the hell is this? Go walk back there. Taking that.
I guess we're at the sex story.
Oh.
What do you have for us? Is it a rear end story?
Might as well be a rear end story.
Yeah, because LPR stands for...
Loves penetrating them.
Ooh. Go on. Is this your first experience with anal?
That's the one. Well, I figure we talked about horror stories. Might as well tell a horror story.
Dim the lights. Dim the lights. Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
Yeah, it was the first. This is my first anal.
So how did it get to there?
Well, it was.
Did you do first base, second base? You know.
Well, it was one of my first. You know, it's not the first.
So was
chick.
it like So no, it's not the first chick you fucked, right?
No.
But it's like, was it like, okay, tonight we're doing it, or was it like, oh, we're having fun, and I'm like, do you want to try it tonight?
Well, it's something that like you talk about a little bit, and they're like, well, we could kind of try it, but it's kind of like when you're younger, you're like, nobody kind of wants to do that.
Yeah.
But eventually, it's like we got drunk. It was kind of a party, and then we come back. You're both kind of like...
So are you already in the act a little bit before you bring it up? Or was it like you got home and you're like, I'm fucking your ass tonight?
Yeah, well, we banged once. And then I was like, okay, we should try this.
And what did she say?
And she's like, okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
After the first time. Because, you know, when you're young, you can do it like 8 times like that.
Now, how many times do you do it?
2 to 3 is like, that's pretty tough. I
going to say half of one. Sometimes I don't finish.
No. It's usually 1. But, you know, sometimes I give it a good shot.
Sometimes if my wife wants to tug it a little bit, she can go for a second.
She can go for a second. If she really wants, she tries a little bit. Yeah, for sure. But anyway, it was like that. I banged once, and I was like, okay, it's done. She said yes, and I was like, this is hard,
she brought up the liter bottle of lube.
I was like, German lube, water base. That's the ones you want, right? Whole bunch, you know, the gallon one you can buy.
You know, and I don't know if you've ever like did some tire removal and stuff like that. You know, they have that fucking thing to like that big jar of like cream that they put to fucking take the tire off there. Yeah. Just bring out a big thing of that. Looks like Vaseline.
5 gallon.
So you put it in front there, putting it on her.
But I took a whole whack, right? So I'm just like, because you like, okay.
So you're nervous a little bit. You're
I'm
like, hey,
nervous.
it's the first time I'm doing
She's
this.
nervous.
She's taking the dildo out. She's going to put it in my... no, that's not what happened?
Yeah, I couldn't walk for a week. No. Not that one.
Oh, it's... Okay, yeah.
So anyway, I take the whole bunch of lube. Like, I got a bottle, right?
Yeah, you're being safe. You're like,
I'm
I don't want to
being
hurt
safe.
this girl. I'm a nice guy.
So there's lube.
Nowadays, I don't give a shit. But back then, you know...
I was a nice guy then. I got lube everywhere. It's on my dick. It's on my balls. It's over my thigh. It's on her ass. There's lube everywhere. It's like, okay, I think I got enough. You know? Okay, I think I got this. She's like, okay, let's do this. Then I'm like, okay, let's be safe. And then I put some inside.
Like on your finger and you went...
Yeah, well, I put like a handful almost. Like, and then I was trying to jam it
in her ass.
Just, okay, like, you know.
You're like, gonna make sure I don't hurt her.
This is gonna help, you know. And then I finally, okay, we squeeze in slowly. You're like, okay, be careful. Yeah, no, careful. And you're like, oh. And then you're like, okay, this works.
Half
of
my dick's in.
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay. She's like, is it in yet? God damn it is. So anyways.
I'm balls deep.
So I start, slowly. Oh, okay, it works. And then eventually you're like, okay, a little bit quicker.
Get a rhythm
get
going.
a rhythm going. You're like, this works. But
and
after
you're enjoying it.
She's kind of enjoying it.
She's just being nice. She's crying inside.
It takes a while to enjoy this. It takes a few tries. First try, you're like, yeah, that was not cool. You're like, second try is better. I swear. So we start getting the rhythm a little bit more, bum, bum, and then she's just like, makes moans, but not in the right way. I'm like, "What's you okay?" She's like, "Wow, my stomach kind of hurts a little bit." All right, whatever. I'll be okay. She's like, she's not hurting. She's just like, well, a little bit. I said, okay, we'll go slow, but then.
Wouldn't your first instinct be like, stomach hurting? That's not a good sign if I'm in her ass.
Yeah, no, that's not what I was just too excited. I was like, yeah, no, we're okay still.
Because I kind of feel like I know where this is going if she had a stomach ache.
So I was starting a little
and it's
bit.
Not because his dick is big, by the way, guys.
You don't know. It's beautiful. Beautiful average. So I get a rhythm, and then after a couple minutes again, she's like, no, this it's not feeling good. So I'm like, all right, and we stop, and she's like, we should just do something else. All right. So I kind of pull out slowly, but as soon as my dick comes out, I just
everywhere.
All over me, and I'm like, well, I'm right there. The target's kind of hard to miss, It's like,
Was there shit?
There was a little bit, yes, there was.
So it was a fart or what?
Yeah, well, it's kind of like
air
and
that
the
you pushed
lube
in
and everything. It's just like,
the asshole telling you the asshole telling you exit only.
Exit, yeah. Don't do that again. So I went to the shower, whatever. I mean, you play in that field, something's gonna happen sometimes.
So back then you put a lot of lube. Now it's what, a courtesy spit?
Yeah, just a little bit. That's all you get.
No lube.
I like to see the face cringe.
Oh, how do you see it from the back?
The mirror.
Oh.
There's a bunch of mirrors. Got a mirror on the wall, the ceiling. My sex dungeon.
Sex dungeon.
That's
you
what I
have
was
that
hoping.
or what?
No. We had to do because I built a room for my daughter. I figured, we got an extra room. What are we gonna do?
So that's gonna happen.
I'm like, she's like thinking office, and she's saying these things. I'm like, sex dungeon.
You're whispering it in your ear.
Dungeon.
When she's sleeping at night, you're just sex dungeon.
She's trying to dream. Sex dungeon. She's making a plant room. Like, the plant wins over the sex dungeon.
That dream that you got told? Should we?
I think we're saving it for the next one.
Are you sure?
We're saving it for the next one.
It sounds like a good dream.
It's a good dream, but next time.
It kind of like relates to this whole anal shit.
You think we should?
Come on.
Okay.
It's a good story.
All right.
People, hey, look, this is a special episode. I'll put a special on.
Oh, it's special.
Special. 2 sex stories.
2 sex stories.
Well, it's a dream sex story.
But
it's not
still,
a real one.
it's okay. Well, anyway, I was at work.
Okay, so this is not the dream.
This is not the dream.
So he's going to meet the person that had the dream.
That's right. So I'm at work.
Okay.
And to get to a portion of my train, which is quite a bit farther away.
You took a cab?
I took a cab. And the cab guy is...
It's always the same guy. It's a small
It's a small community.
place, so it's always the same driver.
It's the same guy. He gets called. That's the guy. There's the cab guy. So I talk to him all the time. He's a cool cat, you know. And
should we mention his sexual orientation?
But I don't think it matters. They'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, by now they do.
Yeah,
anyways.
now they know. He's whatever.
Yeah, so he plays.
He plays for the other team.
The same, the same team. He plays with the same team.
Yeah, he plays for his same team, but it's our other team.
He likes guys, okay?
Okay, that's what it is. Is it that hard to say? It's like, Jesus, just come out with it. Oh, fuck. So anyway, I talk to him all the time.
Yeah.
I tell him sex stories
so my question,
too. He's
real quick, does he listen to our podcast? Did you mention it?
He does.
So he'll hear this.
He'll hear about this. Next time I work with him, he's at like episode...
Do you think he'll be mad? Do you think he'll be mad?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, he's going to laugh.
He's gonna
be like, he can't even sit it. I like guys.
He's a cool cat. I'm not worried about it. I get in the cab. We talk about random shit all the time, and he likes my story. He's always like, "What are you doing now?"
Yeah,
you
he
know?
always. Yeah. So now he knows, like, he listens to the podcast. There's going to be a sex story at the end.
He always does.
So now he's like, I don't even need to ask him anymore. I'm just listening to the podcast.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I tell people. I heard you got good stories. Just listen to my podcast.
Listen to the podcast.
That's where it all is. And we're talking, shooting shit, you know. And then after a while, he's like, "Ooh, I forgot to tell you." I said, "What's going on?" He says, I had a dream about you. I said, a dream about... I said, well, I'm curious now. Please, do
please
tell.
Elaborate.
Yes, please elaborate on this. So he's like, well, we're just like this. He says, we're in the cab, me and you talking the shit. It's going to a piece of train, double over or whatever. And he's like, then you tell me to stop the van. Okay. And then you go in the back of the van and then you get naked and you just wait. And then I was like, well, I just wait. He says, yeah, you just waited there. He was like, and I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out. I was like, and then I woke up. I said, you woke up? He says, yeah, I woke up. And I figured out it was a dream. Then I woke up. I didn't have the chance to bang you. He said, I didn't take that chance in my dream. God damn it.
He's like, now I go to sleep hoping I dream that dream again.
And I will get you, he says. I thought it was so funny,
You should have told him. You should have told him, you fucking gave out my plan. I can't do it anymore.
I was going to do that today, but no.
You messed it up.
That was fucking funny when he said that. I was like, dude.
If you ever get the chance, just tell him to stop the van sometime.
Stop the van. What?
And just go out. Just see what he says.
He's like, no.
See him slapping in his face, trying to wake himself up. It's not a dream.
I'll tell him to listen to this one for sure.
Yeah. We love him though. He's a great cab driver.
Yeah, he's a great guy, man. He's cool.
I always get to talk to him. He's a nice guy. I always get good conversations and
talks about anything, right?
Yeah. But that's hilarious. I woke up. I didn't get the chance to do anything with you.
God damn it. He said, if I would have known, I would have ran to the back of that van.
Well, it's fun to know you're part of people's dreams.
See, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I took it as a compliment for sure.
Well, yeah. Gay community might like you more. Who knows?
There you go.
Maybe.
Post this on
Grindr.
Oh, whoa, okay. That's a bit intense. I was like LGBTQ Spotify area or something like that. Like, part of the... You try and get in the group section there.
I'll make a Grindr account with your pictures on it. See how many likes you get.
Hey, maybe I'll make money. Yeah.
Makes me think I was watching Neighbors the other day. Like that old movie with Seth Rogen there with the frat... And his buddy, he's got that best friend there in the show that works with him, and they're smoking the joint in the back of the shop or whatever they're working at. And he's like, since I've been single, this dating scene's pretty nice. I got all these apps like Fuckbook and shit like that. And he's like, Grindr. He's like, it's mostly men, but I'm sure I'm gonna find a woman on there.
I'm sure I'm gonna find one.
He's like, I'm sure I'll find a woman on there someday.
It's mostly men, oddly enough. I don't even remember that part.
No, me neither, to be honest, till I watched it the other day.
Okay.
And it just made me fucking laugh. I'm like, I didn't even catch that the first time I watched it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyways, I guess we'll call it a podcast.
Yeah, cool. It was a good one, man.
Episode, what are we, 12 now?
12.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
That's a lot. We're on a roll.
It's 420 today. We didn't even smoke.
Oh, snap.
But this won't be out on the 420.
It won't be out on 420.
So everybody, smoke right now.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah.
But it's not even Bob Marley's.
Smoke la ganja.
It's not even Bob Marley's birthday, but everybody thinks it's his birthday.
Really? Yeah. Because he was a huge fan of weed.
Yeah. He's like the big advocate.
Yeah. Who did I see? Steve Urkel. You remember him? Steve Urkel in Family Matters?
Yeah.
He's there's a picture of him with Snoop Dogg trying to sell his weed stuff. He started a weed company or some sort.
Like the Urkel guy?
The Urkel guy. And he's dressed up as Steve Urkel because...
Yeah, well, Well, it's like Kevin Smith. Like, he's got some weed stuff being sold, and it's all under the Jay and Silent Bob thing.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Which, because there were two stoners in the movies, so...
It sells. The image sells as much as the product.
So Jay would always say, like, Snoochie Boochie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so, like, some of the different brands that they have, strains they have, one is, like, Snooch to the Nooch and stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
One, and the other one's, like, Snoochie Boochie. And
that's a good idea.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I don't smoke, so...
No.
So, especially lately, with everything that's going on at work.
No smoky.
No, shouldn't be.
No drugs.
No drug.
No drugs. Not anymore.
Stay in school, kids.
Yeah, stay in school. No drugs.
If you're a kid listening to this, don't listen to this anymore.
Run. Just run.
Anyways, have a good weekend, because this is probably going to come out on a week, or good weekend, whenever you're listening.
Raj.
And we'll catch you next week.
Roll G
Podcast. Catch you on the flip side.